Yo, what's up? Man, crazy day today. Let's go. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Crazy stuff today. Crazy, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Where is Silva? Silva did me good. Silva did really, really good. Yep. That's the move we caught. That was the move. We caught that move around there. And we headed all the way up there. And our stop was down here. And the stop loss on this trade was so tight. Man, thank you. That was a crazy flip. Crazy flip. Man, this is my first time logging in on the PC on this page. I'm usually just trading from my phone. Oh man, crazy stuff. Oh man. Oh yeah, they do have a beautiful platform. It's literally TradingView, you know, TradingView chat. But yeah, it's a nice platform. It is a nice platform. And let me see if I can find my trade history. Trades. History. These are the trades that I took. I know a lot of you kept asking me, what did you trade? These are the trades that I took. Silver. I bought silver. These are all the trades that I took. Yep. These are all the trades that I took. I was swinging trade throughout. I was swinging silver since yesterday. I was holding silver position since yesterday. All of this is silver position. I was holding them. And then I kept getting in and out of gold along the way. I kept doing some scalping. You can see some gold positions. I kept jumping in on gold, but you see, jumped in on a few gold. And then it was just silver and silver. Jumped in on some few gold again. Yeah, this one was beautiful. I jumped in on some few gold. And then silver. And these are the trades that I took that made me this 100K. These are all the trades. Yeah, 1.1,000 leverage is allowed in Europe. So if you do own a XM trade account, what you have to do is you can go and so what you have to do is you want to go on your profile. Nope, not there. You want to go on your wallet to modify your leverage. You want to go on your wallet, and then once you click on your wallet, you want to click on there. No, not here. I want to go back. Let me see. You want to click on here, and you want to touch on manage. So you want to click on your wallet to modify your leverage. You want to click on your wallet there, and then you want to click on manage. Once you click on manage, you see here you can change your leverage. Where is it? Oh no, account information, change account name. No, 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 not there. But yeah, they said you can modify your leverage from somewhere around here. But I do remember one time I modified my leverage. But check around your platform, the website, you're gonna be able to modify your leverage. But yeah, these were the trades, and man, it was crazy. Oh, Vantage gives you 1.500 leverage. They give you 1.500 leverage. Something you want to keep in mind is that the way you answer the questions, when you're signing up for a brokerage account, they're going to ask you some questions. The way you answer that question is very important. By the time you're done answering that question, they will decide what kind of trader you are. If you're a small trader, if you're able to manage more risk, they're going to ask you how long you've been trading. They're going to ask you how much you earn, what job you do, how much you have in your savings. They're going to ask you all of these questions, So the way you answer those questions is going to affect the kind of leverage they're going to give you, So, yeah. So the point is that if they feel like you don't have enough money, they might give you lower leverage, So, yeah. But yeah, these are the silver trade that I took. Let's They're still updating. They haven't updated my dashboard yet. So, but yeah, and by the way, this is my flipping account. This is where I flip. This is not my personal account. This is where I just do flipping. I just do flipping on this account. Nothing serious. I just come on this account to do flipping. Nothing. I have multiple flipping accounts. This is not my personal account. I have a personal account. But I just jump on here, to take some flipping, to do some flipping, So this is my flipping account, not my personal life account. You said, what am I looking at on silver? So this was the setup that I had. This is the setup that I had. So after we had this pullback, so this is what I did literally. Well, this is what I basically did. So after we saw this we saw this run up on silver. After price got to $117 silver price, we saw a drop, right? So after we saw that drop, I was looking for a trade. So on my one day I took the trade here. I did buy this trade. I bought it, but this was on a Top Step account. So what I was looking for was a move back to that previous high. That was what I was looking for, a move back to that previous high. So once we hit this zone, I looked for an entry, and I started loading it up, and that's how I bought this thing from here to here. Just from buying 1,000 euros. I deposited 1,000 euros, bought silver from here to here, and that's how we flipped 1,000 euros to 100,000 euros. Crazy stuff, right? That was the setup that we saw. What I just did was silver was in an uptrend, so we saw a pullback, and I just looked for an entry and bought the pullback of silver. I even sent it. I made a post on Twitter. I said that we needed to see a pullback on silver, and after that pullback, that we needed to buy silver back, to the previous high, and that's what I did. So I bought silver from here, from this low, and I brought it back up. $1,000 to $100,000 flip. 1,000 to 100 euro flip. I haven't had enough sleep because since I've been holding this trade since yesterday, I haven't really slept. You have to babysit the trade. Yeah, I mean, I managed to put in 5 hours sleep this night. So, but yeah, those are the trades that I took. There is no losing trade. I didn't take any loss. As you can see, they're all winning trade. No, zero loss. I didn't even take one loss. Everything was a win. No losing trade. That's the craziest part. No losing trade. Everything was a win. Bro. Zero loss. Zero loss. Zero loss. Zero loss. Zero loss, guys. So yeah, that is it. And yeah, just gonna go ahead and end it live. I hope you guys had a great time. I was updating everything on the free Telegram channel. I kept dropping updates upon updates. So if you're on my free Telegram channel, you should have seen the updates. I kept dropping a lot of updates. So yeah, I kept dropping a lot of updates. So if you were there, you would have seen it. Crazy. I kept dropping updates since I started taking this trade. I kept dropping updates. This was when I started. Where is it? Yeah, this was my first trade. This was when I got in on the trade. This was when I got in on the trade. It was my entry. And then this was my first trade. I took the account straight from 1,000 to 14,000 on that silver. And then, yeah. And then, second move, I closed some profits and make my balance 2,000. And then I flipped that. I kept holding and it became 31,000. And then I got a message from my broker saying that my leverage was reduced from 1.1 thousand to 1.500. I was like, whatever, kept holding. And then that was yesterday. So this was yesterday, which was on the, let me see today's date, which was on the 27th of January. This was on the 27th of January, and then the market opened on the 28th, and I got in on some new positions on silver, and then the market stretched, and we got to $40,000. Oh, sorry, 40,000 euros, because this is a euro account. And then I kept holding, and then it became 50K. So I closed some profit to make my balance 5,000, and then it became 63, and I kept holding, and it became 72, and I kept holding, and then it became 80, 81, I kept holding, and then it became 91. Whoa, I was like, what? And then I took out the positions that I got in at the market open of on the 28th, and then I kept holding, and then my broker sent me another message. They reduced my leverage from 1.500. From first of initially they reduced my leverage from 1.1 thousand to 1.500, and now at this stage I hit $80,000, it's €80,000. They reduced my leverage from 1.500 to 1.200. I was like, whatever. I kept holding, and then I hit 100K. I bought some gold. I took some gold buys. There was a pullback, and I got in on some gold, and that was how we hit 100K. So this was the silver trade that I was holding from on the 27th of January, and then this move was from on the 28th of January, and then I was up 101,000 euros, and then I ended up, this was the trade, and then I ended up closing. Then it was 102. I was going to continue holding, but man, my goal was to, it's a lot of money, I want to rest my brain. My brain is hot, And then I ended up closing with almost 102,000 euros. And that is it, It's a live account and everything. So yeah. So if you're not in my free Telegram channel yet, it's called Deeper Effects. You can find the link on my description. So yeah. That is it, my people. Absolutely, we killed it. All right, so that is the trade review. This was the setup, and these were the trades, and the trade was shared live with everybody. All right, I'm tired, I'm sleepy, I need to go catch some sleep. This was crazy, and I loved it. Okay, so yeah, I'll be updating the 100,000 euros to 1 million euros flip. It's gonna be crazy. Next, I'm gonna be looking for an opportunity to take my 100,000 euros to 1 million euros. I might stream it live, but we do not know. I might just do it low key the way I've been doing it. Because whenever I do it live, there is this pressure, So I might just do it the way I did it already. All right, let's get it. Have a great one, guys. Do you think this is gonna drop? Are you talking about silver if it's gonna drop? One thing I can tell you is the trend is your friend. The trend is your friend. The trend is your friend. If the market is trending, the trend is your friend. Do not look for a sell. Join the trend. When there is a pullback, the same thing that I did. The market is trending. We see a pullback. You look for an opportunity to join and buy the trend. Always go with the trend. The trend is your friend. You can never go wrong by following the trend, That's one advice I can give you guys. All right, let's get it.